Good afternoon to you all out there, wherever you are. Um, in Ghana, outside Ghana, wherever you find yourself. This is Kenneth Bilijo, and you can visit my channel, Ken Nutrition TV, and you will have access to all the videos that I'm uploading in this channel. Yes, don't forget that this channel is actually a nutrition channel where I am getting you every bit information about diet, every bit information about how to eat and what to eat, and every bit information about how food can be linked to your health, how food can be used to treat your diseases. I don't know what your family or maybe your colleague or your friend is suffering from, or yourself, but I believe that if you adapt to a healthy lifestyle or a healthy eating, it's actually going to help you, and it's actually going to help the family and then the community and the nation as a whole. And for that matter, I am giving you these videos, I'm giving you these talks to actually help us, because what we are seeing these days is too much, that we are no longer eating as we used to. If I say we used to, like our fathers, our forefathers used to do, they used to eat natural, they used to eat plant, they used to eat raw food. But these days, what do we see ourselves? Now, when you see somebody eating natural or raw food, what we think that the person is poor. Yes, and then people in Africa or even in the villages are also now adapting to the Western diet, which is very bad, and you can easily see that the numbers of hypertension, diabetes, ulcers, and all other chronic conditions and even acute conditions are multiplying and increasing in the rural areas, which is amazing, because what is going on at those places is very amazing. You can imagine how people are adapting to this kind of eating. It is very bad, and this I am here to actually help us out, because it looks like it's very difficult for us to change, and I'm here to actually help us to change, because we are hot, ignorant. Some of us don't know the importance of eating, why you should eat what you are eating, and why you should not eat what you are eating. You see, so in this video, I am actually going to tell you, I'm actually going to tell you or give you some small information about how to achieve a healthy eating. Now, in the process of wanting to achieve a healthy eating, you are also going to achieve a healthy lifestyle. And in the process of achieving a healthy lifestyle, you are going to promote your own health. What I want to tell us is that let us have our health into our own hands. The young doctors and old doctors and in the consulting room, they are there to support us, but we are not to actually or totally depend on them. And that is what some of us are doing today. We think that we give our lives to them. No, they also have their own things. And even you can see that doctors, some of the doctors are even retiring because of the stress, and some are even shifting to the other side. Why? Because we are overburdening them. We need to also own our lives. We need to also have time for our eating. Some of us don't have time for our eating, and some of us is as a result of what is around us, our environment. So today, in just some few minutes, don't forget that the name is Kenneth. Go to your search engine, your machine search engine, input in Ken Nutrition TV. You will see all videos that I upload. Now, watch the videos, subscribe to my channel, and I tell you, it's going to be a life changer, because every bit information about food and diseases, I'm going to digest it. I'm going to tell you here in this platform or in this channel. So please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's go inside. If we are talking about achieving a healthy eating, then like I told you, we are also talking about achieving a healthy lifestyle. Now, how do we do that? And even before that, what is a healthy eating? Now, a healthy eating is a type of eating that promotes good and quality what health or lifestyle. You see that? So there is a way to eat and think that, oh, I'm eating good. And let me tell you something. These days, we if you see somebody eating what people call quote unquote what people call good food is actually bad food. Yes, what people call good food is actually bad food. It is because we actually think that the quote unquote some food are the best. No, they are not. Let's go back to our old fathers or our grandfathers type of eating, and even in the African setting. You see, now, like I'm telling you today, in order for you to have a quality health for yourself, you need to eat food in their natural forms. And this brings us to whole plant based diet. What whole plant based diet is? Now, whole plant based diet is a type of diet, or it's not a diet per se, but it's actually a practice or a eating habit, you understand, which is made up of food in their whole or in their natural forms. Actually, nothing is added to this food, and so this food includes the vegetables, the fruit, the beans, the soya beans, the bambara beans, the agushis, and the seeds, the nuts. You can mention them. You understand? Then whichever natural or plant you can find. Now, this food comes in their natural forms. As I told you, what we are doing or what I'm telling you today is just that let's eat healthy. We are not eating healthy. We are not eating healthy at all. If you go out there and you look at what somebody is eating, actually, you will marvel that this thing is being ate. You understand? But we think that that's the best. No, that's not the best. That is what is rather fetching us diseases. You understand? So this type of eating, the whole plant-based diet type of eating is what will actually send us to achieve a healthy eating and then achieve a healthy lifestyle, as well as we are promoting good health. Now, I'm telling you that meat and meat products are not part of this type of eating. And so, if you are someone who want to practice whole plant-based diet, or you want to practice eating food in their natural forms, what you have to do is to eat food that has no addictive inside. Nothing is added to them. No added sugar, no added salt, no added oils, unhealthy oils. Now, these types of eating, like I told you, there is no dairies or meat and meat product talking about milk, talking about fish, talking about eggs. You see, they are not fine in this food because these are the things that are pro-inflammatory. They can get you diseases. You understand that? So, what is amazing about this kind of eating or this way of eating is that it actually it helps us to prevent diseases and treat disease as well, and to an extent and to a certain extent it can also cure disease for us. So it's a lifestyle that we have to all copy, or we have to all change to. About or approximately 80% of the deaths that are in the world today is as a result of what we generate for ourselves, because of probably what we eat. and the environment that we find ourselves. And so if you find yourself in a certain environment and you are, even the environment is not favoring, and you have a good a lifestyle or a good way of eating, a healthy way of eating, then you'll be able to overcome any kind of dominant or any kind of disease that are dominating over there. You see, so this type of eating is substantially cheaper way to do what to to improve your health. Yeah, it's a cheaper way to improve yourself because as we go down there, I'll tell you. Now this is leading us to what we call processed food. Look at processed food. We said that plant-based diet are foods that comes in their natural forms. You understand? Nothing is being added to it. They come, you eat them as they are. You see, nothing is being added to them. Now processed food are foods that are being manipulated either chemically or mechanically, in a sense that they don't resemble their natural, or they don't resemble their origin. Now their original source, they don't resemble their original source. So in this case, these diseases or these foods, some nutrients or some chemicals or elements are being taken out of it. And so when you eat this food, they can lead you to certain conditions. Now this way of eating includes added sugars, added oils, added salt, meat and meat products, talking about fish, talking about eggs, talking about milk. So this is how that kind of eating to also. And so when you're talking about processed food, we are talking about the packaged food, we are talking about the refined food, we are talking about the canned food, we are talking about the Maggies and all kind of foods that is out there. You see, we can actually stay off this food. People think that we can't stay off this food. We can stay off it. Yes, it's a lifestyle that has come to stay. People are now into it. By then, we can also get out of it. You understand? We can also get out of it. So, what I am telling you today is that this kind of eating is pro-inflammatory, and as I told you earlier, every pain that is in your body is as a result of inflammation. Now I'll give you a video purposely on inflammation. Now if you also eat this way, it will lead you to getting certain diseases, and it is a very risk factor of getting chronic conditions. Now what happens is that because of the added salt and the added sugar and the added oils and other preservatives, you can get different conditions. You can get cancer, you can get diabetes, you can get ulcer, you can get hypertension, you can get any other condition out of it. Now what happens is that if you eat this way, you are actually eating yourself into your grave. That is what we don't know. And I want to tell you that if you eat this way, you are eating yourself into a grave. Now, let me tell you the importance of eating whole plant-based diet or eating food that comes in their natural forms. Now, one thing about eating food that comes in their natural forms is that it helps you to lose weight. A lot of people are overweight or obese today because of what they eat. You understand? Because of what they eat, and they are obese. If you are someone who eats processed food, you will be obese. Now it also allows us to feel better. You have a good life, you have a good way of living because your hormones, they correspond to the natural chemicals that are in plant food or that are in natural food. And so if you are putting something that is not corresponding to your hormones, because your hormones are natural, you understand, and then your immune system is the best doctor. So if you are inputting something that is not corresponding, it is not a friend to your immune system, then you are putting pressure on your immune system. You will not feel good, and that's why you feel diseases and other things. Now what also happens is that it is able, if you are eating whole plant-based diet or food in their natural form, you are able to treat what is untreatable. You are able to prevent what is preventable, as we are saying that diabetes, hypertension, ulcer, stroke, and all kind of chronic conditions. You are able to prevent or to treat them if you adapt to this kind of lifestyle. Now you are also able to reduce the amount of cholesterol in your blood or in your system. Now another thing too is that it also reduces the risk of getting heart attack and stroke, as well as it also reduces your visit to the doctor, and then also prescription and medications. And in that case, it will even save you some money. So I want to leave you here. I want to leave you here. If you are someone who who is into this kind of dieting, you realize that your visit to the hospital is less as compared to someone who doesn't eat this way, who eat the processed food. Because processed food, we buy processed food as in a way that we buy disease for ourselves. So processed food as disease themselves. Now, in the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget, go and subscribe, and you'll see what I'm telling you. Now, in the next video, I'm going to be telling you what uh, drivers of disease are. And the reason why I'm going to tell you what drivers of disease are is because processed food is the backbone of drivers of diseases. So, if you are eating processed food out there, know that you are backing the drivers of diseases. We have about 4 components or 4 drivers of diseases. These 4 drivers, I'm telling you that processed food is the backbone. Processed food is what is keeping it. But if you are someone who eats unprocessed food that comes in their natural forms, then it means that you are rather reversing these drivers, and you are taking these drivers away, and that is what will actually give you good health. I'm telling you that go out there, subscribe to the channel, and then you have other videos. Thank you for watching this video. Keep on watching Ken Nutrition TV. Ken Nutrition TV is the best. I am going to give you nothing but the best and everything about diet and diseases.